Hi guys, this is Brenda from Planty Pants. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this is your first time, I just do all plant videos, and today I'm just going to be doing plant chores, really important plant chores, kind of scary plant chores, but I'm doing them nonetheless. And what we're going to be doing is replanting my Philodendron McDowell, which I'll talk to you about that when I get there. Repotting my Alocasia Hilo Beauty and my string of pearls, and they all need help. But I did need to make another batch of soil, so here's a little snippet of that. Okay, so this is my latest concoction. I ran out of perlite, so I've got pumice in here, worm castings, sphagnum moss, fir bark, and just potting soil. Y'all, I don't know if you feel the same way about this, but this, to me, this is just absolutely luscious. Look at it. Any plant would love to be in this, right? There it is. All right, so let's get going. First, I'm too afraid to start with the McDowell, so I'm going to start with repotting my Alocasia Hilo Beauty. The reason why I'm repotting it is because it's really big. Not really big, but she's in really good shape right now. I have struggled with her. She got down to one leaf before, but as you can see, she's pushing out a new leaf right now. I hope it's not a risk for me to go ahead and repot this, but I really need to, because I've knocked it down 2 times in the last week because of it being top heavy, and it's only in a plastic pot. So let's just see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it into a nice heavy clay pot, and I'm really excited. This Alocasia is one of my favorites, and I know that some Alocasias are known also as Caladiums. I don't really know the difference. This I bought as an Alocasia. Look at that leaf right there. Friggin' stunning and super easy to grow. I brought it, I don't know if it's an Alocasia or a Caladium, but it hasn't died, you know, like Caladiums die or, you know, go dormant and then come back. This has never done that, and I've had it for a few years. So anyway, I'm gonna put her in here. So the first thing I wanna see is how she's doing. Let me bring you a little closer, if I can. Bring you down a little bit. All right, let's take this thing out. Let's bring you back up here with that. These little plant prop things come in really handy with different plants, especially Alocasias. I have them in quite a few of my Alocasias because I feel like they're just going to fall over and break if I don't support them somehow. So that's my thought process on that. But here we go. If I just go back a little farther, yeah. All right. Oh my. This is probably pretty root bound. Let's see what I'm doing. I'm just kind of gently squeezing the pot. Oh my. She is root bound, but I'm happy to say that the root system looks really, really good. And I am honestly, because it's winter and she's pushing out a leaf, I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to put, I'm just going to infill around her and maybe plant her a little bit deeper, because you see the roots? See the roots right there at the base? They're showing, and I want to bury those. So let's do that. Let's just do that. And I got my screen here, so I'm going to cut it a little bit smaller because I don't need a big honking piece like that. Probably just need one like that big to go on the bottom. I know I told you I wasn't going to use these screens anymore, but man, they're really handy. All right, so scoop of my liquid gold. Not too much. That was probably too much. Oh man, it was. Dadgum. All right, how about that? Perfect. Wow, you know what? I just decided I'm going up a size on this pot. It's too small, y'all. It's too small. Stand by. Voila. All right. Now we're going to use a bigger pot. I think we're doing the right thing. Pour this back out there. Put my screen in. Oh my goodness, I just fly by the seat of my pants half the time, you guys. Just the way it is. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and put a scoop in there, which it really does need some in the bottom too, so it'll grow more. That's perfect. All right. Now we're just gonna fill it in. Looking pretty good, right? I'm just backfilling here, guys. All I'm doing. But I do want to put some more on the top so to cover those roots. I will be sure to do that. There. All right, I am going to put this thing back in. Whoop! Put this thing back in, and I have discovered that it's easier to put the leaves on it first and then sink it. There. All right, so there's one chore. Repotted this beautiful Alocasia Hilo Beauty, or Caladium Hilo Beauty, whatever. It's in a much bigger pot now, and she's going to be much happier, and I'm super stoked that I got that done with you guys. Thank you for joining me. Okay, next thing is this beautiful little, I'm so sad about this, you guys. I've only had it for a few months, and it's my bad for, you know, my thought process is if you buy new plants from a good nursery, which this one I did. I bought it with a gift certificate for my birthday. And I used to have a beautiful string of pearls plant, and you can see I paid $7 for this, and it was much smaller. But anyway, you would think that it would come in a medium that it can be in for a bit. You know, I don't like to repot them right away, so it's only been a couple of months. And she hasn't been doing good since the day I got her. And I'm certain at this point, like, look at these poor pearls. They are dehydrated. Do you see that? They are dehydrated pearls, and that makes me really sad. So I brought a small pot to pot her up, and I'm going to put her in clay because clay absorbs the water better than plastic, and succulents really like clay. They prefer, or unless you just, I lose succulents in plastic more frequently than clay. That's all I'll say. All right, so you can see how dry it is. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here. So I do know that the soil that I have is fine for succulents. Actually, it's almost ideal for succulents. Nice and airy with good drainage. So let's just see what this looks like. I'm almost afraid to do it, but I'm gonna do it nice and close for you. This thing is as dry as a bone. So that's not good. What I'm gonna do is I am going to really loosen this root system and get rid of all this really dry soil. I hope I can salvage this. I think I can. But as you can see, take it closer. Come closer. As you can see, some of the roots are just breaking right off and they're dead. So that's not good. But this is my only chance to salvage her. So I am really sad that I waited this long. because some of these roots are just terrible. They're just non-existent. They're coming right off. Stuff's going right into my throat. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm holding it like this. I'm gonna put it in the pot, just like that. Bring you down here. See what I did? Just stuck the whole thing in here, the root ball and all, that's all. Put it in here, kind of spread it out a little bit. And I am putting, whoops, I'm putting more soil right in the sides. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I think you can. It's important that, you know, the root system gets some sort of nutrients. I mean, I really feel bad that I waited as long as I did. I just thought that, I knew that it seemed like it was thirsty, which is kind of unusual for succulents. They're usually not thirsty at all. But this one, I literally was watering every week. I didn't really take a close look until a couple of days ago, and I was like, oh man. All right, I'm gonna have to repot this guy. I want to save it. I think this will save her. I will keep you informed. I'll give you little updates on how this guy does. It's in the bathroom in full sunlight, so I'm gonna give her a good drink right now, and that's where she's gonna go. So, wish me luck. I know you guys think I'm a weirdo. I can't help it. I just can't help it. I just love plants. And if loving plants is wrong, I don't want to be right. If loving plants is wrong, I don't want to be right. I can't believe I just put you through that, but that's 2. All right, number 3, and the most difficult one. Let me show you what I'm doing. It's kind of scary. This is a huge, beautiful terracotta pot that comes from Italy. And I've had it, honestly, I feel like it came with a house, but I'm not sure. But my plan is, this is my Philodendron McDowell. And I did an opening a plant, unboxing video on this. And I'm learning a lot about these plants. First of all, when I got it, it was freaking pristine, absolutely gorgeous. And I paid, this is one of my more expensive plants. It had like 3 leaves, and it was beautiful, and it was already, it was pushing out a new leaf, but the soil was really dry, really dry. So I gave it a thorough drink. That's all that I did. I gave it a thorough drink. And when I did that, the next day or 2 days later, I developed these bubbles. These bubbles on the leaves. Hold on, that's one of the new leaves right there. Okay, so this area right here that is dead, you can see it, had like a bubble on it. And I'll show you another picture because one of the leaves, you can still actually see the bubble. Here you go, right here. See this leaf right here? Let me pull you in closer. This leaf right here, that's what they look like. You see how there's like a pocket? They were filled with fluid, and oh my gosh, I did not know what to do. And I had another really, like this leaf too, the smaller leaf. It was everywhere, and I was so, look at that one. That was on the end. So sad, I was so upset. Oh my gosh. So I did a bunch of reading, and I really couldn't find much information about it, so I just left them alone. I left them alone. I didn't pop them. I didn't do anything. And that's why they're kind of ugly. And as it grows, you know, I'm probably going to cut those leaves off. They're some of the newest leaves. But I am pushing out right now my 3rd leaf since I had it. So it's growing. And these are crawlers, as you can see. They like to grow sideways. So that's why I'm gonna use this as my planter for this Philodendron McDowell. And I have a little tray that's gonna go underneath it because there's 2 holes in there for drainage. So This is really kind of going to be nerve-wracking because it is a good sized plant, but let me just put colors on here. I guess we can start with doing that. Let's do that. Hold on a second. Let me get these out of the way. I'm going to start by just filling in some of the soil. I hope I have enough soil, you guys. That's my only fear. I'm not sure if I'm going to or not. I hope so. I'm gonna have to start, making my soil in bigger, yeah, I'm gonna have enough soil. Making my soil in a bigger plastic container. I think it's gonna love this, don't you? I'm really excited about this one. Sorry about the hair, you guys. It's cold and dry outside, and when you got curls and you don't do anything with it in the morning except for just take a shower, get out, and do nothing, this is what happens. I'm sorry, it's a lazy day for me. I have on sweatpants too. All right, so that I did quite a bit of it. So let's put this over here prepared. Now we've got this poor plant, and soil mixture is really good. The soil is really good. I haven't had this plant very long. The soil is reusable, and I totally will be reusing it. So I'm gonna take it out of here. Oh my gosh, I'm kind of nervous, but I shouldn't be, right? Of course not. All right, I just have to make sure I support it. Sometimes I'm gonna bring you down here with me again. Seems like I'm always just doing precarious videos with you guys. Precarious. Precarious. I really don't want to upset the root system too much with this either, because, wow, it's really wet. Really wet. Holy crap. Because, oh my goodness. Hold on a second, y'all. Let it dry out. That's actually Della Tank soil that they sell. All right, I'm gonna have to put this down for just a second. It's very, very moist. Certainly not gonna water it anytime soon. So let me get this here. I guess this is gonna be the best way for me to show you what I'm gonna do. All right, so here's my plant. Oh, just dropped a gigantic piece. And we want to get it to grow this way, right? This way. So I'm going to, first of all, get more soil and pick this up a little bit. It's a beautiful root ball. Gonna put some soil underneath. Kind of flatten it out. And then we're gonna put this in like this. Just like this. Okay? I hope y'all can see. Can you see? I think you can. So now I'm gonna, actually, I really would, no, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. As long as it's this way. And I'm gonna pin this down after you guys. I'll show you how I'm gonna do it. But I definitely wanna infill this. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. I'm making a humongous mess on my floor. Y'all, how about if I just cheat it? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna push it over here for now. Ooh, that's a root. That is a beautiful root. Let me bury that. We're doing pretty good. I think that's good for now. That is good for now. All right, stand by, and I'm gonna get something to pin this down to see. I'll show you what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm back. So I fashioned this little metal this little metal clip. My thought was for me to clip it down, push it down into the soil. And I'm not sure if that's gonna work. It's not gonna go deep enough. That's interesting, isn't it? Maybe if I really put more up underneath there, I mean, just build it right up like that and push it, flatten it. Oh man, just unburied the, all right, I gotta put more soil in. Sorry guys. I have just the place where I'm gonna put this too. I had to make some room. I had to rearrange stuff. I know y'all do that. Always can find room. All right, so I figure if I push it down hard, maybe it'll hold it. As you can see, she's pushing out a new leaf, and I'm really, really pissing it off. Sorry. Let's see if this holds better now that it's really... Yeah, it does. Kind of. Might have to work something else out. But you get the idea. So this is the new home of my Philodendron McDowell. God willing, she will, I'm gonna stake it up as well, so that she will grow more vertically. It's an in-between thing you gotta get, you know? So there. I'm really happy with this. It's gonna be fine. I will keep you updated on how she grows. And yeah. Okay. Really, I'm kind of done, but since I'm in this mood, going about doing this stuff, I think I will go ahead and pot up another quick little plant with you. Actually, what these are succulents. I don't know about you, I have quite a few succulents and I love them, but I can't throw them away. So what I do is I cut them and propagate them, and then I give them away to people because I really don't want a lot of dupes. So what I'm going to do here with this is cut it. Actually, I think I'm going to bury. Okay, so I'm going to take off these and probably propagate those on their own because they're just so freaking adorable when you do that. I'm not showing you what I'm doing. Sorry, I was pulling those off. And then I'm just going to plant it like this. Okay, like that. And then also, I'm going to put another one in here too with it. Just because it's kind of a fun thing to do, you know, have like a little dish garden type of thing. Makes for a more interesting pot, you know, more interesting plant pot. These other little pieces I'm going to put in here are a different plant, obviously. And I don't even know what it is, but it's some sort of Ripsalis, and I cut them today off of the mother plant, and I finally threw the mother plant away. I don't know why they haven't been doing good. They're very kind of dry and spindly, but I'm going to try to start fresh, try to get some fresh roots. So I just have like 4 or 5 pieces right here that I cut that we will just put right in here like that. You guys can't see anything. I'm sorry. I'm probably going to cut this out because I really suck. Well, this is what I'm doing with these succulents. I just can't throw them away because they're alive and somebody else can appreciate them. So I might as well just give them some good soil, give them a new start in life, and share the love, right? I don't know about you, but I love it when people give me plants. Don't you? Don't you? Yes! I'm sorry, listen. I really need you guys' feedback on how I'm doing with these videos because, I don't know. I didn't do a video last weekend just because I didn't feel like doing it. And that's really kind of sad and scary. So, because I want to continue to make them, and sometimes I get overwhelmed trying to think of ideas. I'm just being frank, trying to think of ideas. Look, this is super cute now. This will eventually stand up. So, I'm sure it'll grow in there. Anyways, that's pretty much what I have for you today. Some Hilo Beauty, some Ripsalis, some Echeveria, some string of pearls, and my beautiful Philodendron McDowell that I just repotted, and I hope it's going to make it. But thank you for joining me. I would love it if you give your feedback. Give me some ideas about videos that you'd like for me to make. Or you can vote for the next video. I'm thinking about repotting my enormous Monstera gigantea. The leaves are this freaking big, and she's absolutely beautiful, and it needs a repot. The pot that it's in is like this big, the plant's like this big. So, until next time, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have not subscribed and you feel like subscribing, please do so. Help support my channel. I would really like that if you would. It helps me to grow my channel when you do that, like I grow my plants. So please like and subscribe, and until next time, take care of yourselves, stay healthy, and God bless.